Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here as we get set for our fourth race. Yeah, thank you, command person, for interrupting me. But anyway, good morning, everybody, and welcome here to Phoenix International Raceway as we get set for our fourth race of the non-charter series for the PCSRA Buffalo Wild Wings Series. With the truck series being off, we're here at Phoenix International Raceway getting ready for some good racing. So here we got Luke Cage and Kate Anderson on pole. Brenda Eveling, Marty Stevens, Rosella Monfernato, Jennifer Powers, Zachary Taylor, Lindsey Sutton, and then Jacob Tutu and Seth Cole trying to make his first start of the year. Here's the rest of the grid. 21 is driven by, if I can get to the entry list, Tricia Ann, going to make her debut in this ride. Ty Gordon back in the 26. Who I had in the Paige McDowell back in the 34 this week. Wyatt Beanstalk in the 07, trying to make his first start of the year. Zara Mirwais. There's I forgot who was in. Zara Mirwais, trying to make her first start. Jordan Culp in the 77. Hattie Swore, who's off this week for trucks, trying to make her Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut. So Amanda Pericles there in the 60. Amanda Pericles in the 93, excuse me. Ginger Foutley trying to make her Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut. There's Abigail Furling. Scarlett Wallace in the 36 this week. Lisa Gonzalez back in the 88 this week. Margo Diaz and Linda Masterson. Haley Deegan's back in the 71. Carmen Alejandro and Brianna Knight trying to make their first starts of the season. Of course, with Marco Diaz in this field, that means whoever wins this race will transfer into the main event. And I will need to write down the note as the cars are rolling off behind the pace car. There we go. Sorry, I had to write that down. So Marco Diaz, no matter what, will make his first start of the Buffalo Wild Wings Series season, as he will be in the main event. The other two drivers, one from this race and one from the next race, will be in. Everyone else will have to load up and go home and try again next week at the Auto Club Speedway. This is to get into the United Rentals 200 you'll see later this afternoon. Running 230 lap races to prepare for our 200 lap later this afternoon. Green flag, we're racing in race number 1 of the non-charter series for Buffalo Wild Wings. And again, there are no points on the line. Brenda Eveling jumps to the second spot as she's trying to make her first start of the season. Of course, she will be taking part in tomorrow's Monster Energy Series race, so she's going to try to carry the banner. Of course, this car has not made a start this season between the drivers of Nathan Orman, Courtney Lynn, who ran at Vegas last week, and I can't think of the other driver for that team. Can't get the pass made on Luke Cage. Kate Anderson leads. Check the back of the field. Carmen Alejandro's back here. Carmen Alejandro running the Twix cars this week. Saw some debris coming off somebody's car. There was some contact, but we kept it together, and we're still green flag racing. Three wide up here with Hattie Swore, Paige McDowell, and Albert Garrard. Paige McDowell trying to make her Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut as And we got a wreck in the back. The 66 has spun it, or 61 has gone around, and that's a yellow flag. That's Ginger Foutley, Olympia Brightly involved as we are racing it back to the yellow. Some drivers have already taken the yellow flag. As here comes Kate Anderson to lead us under the caution for the first time here today. As she has now taken the caution flag. Now let's... Whoa, Olympia Brightly, what are you doing then, madam? One word, slow down. Don't have to race through all that damn traffic for nothing. All right, let's take a look at the replay here, Daryl. Okay, let's go to the 61. She was the car I saw got turned. And it looks like the 33 committed male abuse and spun Albert Gerard down into the 61. And then she also collected the 68 as well. 33 and the 68 go in the wall. 90 and the 92 hit each other. Those are teammates, by the way. That's 92. I need to make sure I know these names again. That's Carly Taylor and Caitlin Roy. Those were the two that made contact. And we're now under the yellow for the first time here in the non-charter race number 1. And you'll see why I say it's race number 1. Last couple of weeks, we've had a full 42 car field. That will not be the case this week because we have more entries that have joined the entry list galore. As Kate Anderson will lead us back to the green. Nobody dropped out of the race. I saw DJ Curtis back there in the 04 in 42nd place. Green flag back in the air. We're back racing. So these are going to be really short races from here on out. 30 laps in this one, 30 laps in the next one. 40 drivers in this 42 car group will sadly have to go home because my quarter ended up being heads. There's DJ Curtis. Carmen Alejandro is struggling back here. Brenda Eveling going underneath Kate Anderson as we're completing 10 laps of 30. Of course, the sun is out. It's making this track cotton slick. Of course, we're going to have the Monster Energy Series drivers race under the lights tomorrow night to cap off our weekend here from the Phoenix International Raceway. There's Luke Cage in the 29 as he's now the new leader. Brenda Eveling trying to take the transfer spot. If it wasn't for Marco Diaz, as Marco is not having a good run. If Marco doesn't pick it up soon, he will not make the main race. I was just informed today as here comes the 48 of Brenda Eveling to the race lead. Or actually, never mind. I was informed Marco Diaz would make the field because of the Champions Provisional. Because after Auto Club, if you have a past Champions Provisional, you would make the field. As Eveling's trying to get by the 29 and trying to get cleared. And Evelyn's going to be successful unless the 29 has a run on the high side. Goes a little bit wide. And Brenda Eveling takes the lead. Now Eveling needs to pull away from Kate Anderson. Kate Anderson trying to make her first start ever in the PCSRA. Evelyn's trying to make her first start of the season. We have not seen Brenda Eveling since 2016 in the Buffalo Wild Wings series. And if she makes this race, 200 laps could be a huge advantage for Evelyn to help her teammates and her team owner, Nathan Orman, in tomorrow night's race for the Monster Energy Series. Of course, neither the 48 nor the 51, even if they were to win the main event, would not be enough for them to get high enough in points. Well, actually for Kate Anderson, it's because she's not running the full schedule. Brenda Eveling, on the flip side, is a Monster Energy Series driver, and she's getting Monster Energy points. Yeah, Marco Diaz is not doing himself any favors of catching up. So they need to work on that car before the race later this afternoon. And right now, Evelyn's being hounded by the 51. Go on board the 51, the First Pacific Union Chevrolet out of Jeremy Clements Racing. Or the First Pacific Chevrolet. Of course, Nathan Orman will be in that 48 at Auto Club next week because it is Ormy's home race. If it wasn't for Marco Diaz not entered in this race, Kate Anderson would make the show. But Kate Anderson wants to go. She's going to go for the lead. It will be 11 laps to go when we hit the stripe. Kate Anderson would like to make her debut. Yellow's out for the second time today. And we got some slow cars here. Not sure what the yellow is for. They got to be careful. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Somebody's smoking up ahead. That would be... Oh, the 5 is torn up. That's Brianna Knight. So we must... Oh, we had a huge accident on the front straightaway. And the red flag is now out here in the first of the 2 non-charter races. Let's take a look and see what happened here, gang. In the words of Nathan Orman, let's see. And looks like we have the 2 ladies who got together. I guess the 2 blue Emu cars had something to do. Jessica Shelton, she gets in Azara Mirmoez, spun Lisa Gonzalez, and Azar came down, got Q-Man. Gonzalez, there's the shot by the 5. Chloe Erickson misses it. 61 got a piece by the 68. And they just stacked each other up. 36 gets spun around. Caitlin Roy got together. Correction, the 90 and the 91 are not teammates because the 91's a Toyota this week. A lot of damage to the car. Quest Kellogg Chevrolet of Brianna Knight. And unfortunately for her, she will be one of the drivers that will have to go home. That's too bad. As the black smoke erupts. And since we're inside of 10 laps of racing to go, here in this non-charter event, all restarts will now be single file. There are no pit stops in this non-charter event. All right. Kate Anderson leads. 68 and the 5 are out of the race. That means Olympia Brightly and the 5 of Brianna Knight. Unfortunately, those 2 will not make the show, so they will head home. Or actually, in Brianna Knight's case, she's actually staying here because she will be racing tomorrow in the divisions for the Monster Energy Series. Same for Brenda Eveling, Luke Cage. If they don't make the show, they got some good data to help them out for tomorrow night. 6 to go. Hailie Deegan's got some front end damage. I don't know how she got no hood unless it was for the stack up. Let's see. Okay, this I didn't see. Oh yeah, she piled in the back of the 33. So Hailie Deegan for the second time in a row will miss the show as we have 5 laps of racing to go. It looks like it's about to go Caitlin, or not Caitlin, it's about to go Kate Anderson's way. Jacob Tutu, a lot of damage to the Plain B Sales Chevrolet Camaro. Jacob will not make the show, unfortunately, so he'll have to try again in a couple of weeks. Lindsey Sutton 3 wide. If the yellow's out here, this might end the race. Some of these drivers will try again. Some of them will be back in a couple of weeks. Brenda Eveling was second. Now she's fourth. Kate Anderson currently leads. She's got to hope and pray for a caution to come out, so that way she can go to victory lane and transfer into the main event. 3 to go. That's what she's got to hope for, because Maria Orman's trying to make her debut as well. Maria not related to Nathan Orman. Maria Orman is from, I think, from Pennsylvania. 2 laps to go. Can Kate Anderson hold off the 99? We're about to find out. And by the way, for those asking about Maria Orman, she is a real driver, so there you go. Or a fancy driver, actually. White flag here in the Group 1 of the non-charters for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. One more time around, presented by Subway. Someone threw some debris, but it's not going to matter. We'll race back no matter what. Last chance for Maria Orman. She's got to sail it in and try to get alongside the 51, but doesn't look like that's going to be enough. Kate Anderson will transfer into the main event. Kate Anderson will race this afternoon in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series 200 lapper here at Phoenix. And Marco Diaz, who finished, if I can find the 78, he finished 26th. Since Marco Diaz has a past champions provisional to fall back on, Marco Diaz will join Kate Anderson into the main event. Second week in a row, the 51 team has made the show. Actually, they made the show twice with Alita Torres, so they've made the show 3 of the first 4 races. Good job to them. As I'll go ahead and put Kate Anderson's name onto the list. All right. And Buffalo Wild Wings is the only series that's going on right now. So there you go. So, with the 78 taking the champions provisional and will make his first start of the season, the drivers who unfortunately will have to go home, I'm going to actually go ahead and put that down. I'll put this over here. So officially, the drivers who will unfortunately have to go home or will be in the Monster Energy Series race: Maria Orman, Luke Cage will head to the Monster Energy Series garage for practice for tomorrow. Rosella Monfernado, Brenda Eveling will also head to Monster Energy practice in a minute. Same with Marty Stevens. Jennifer Power, Damian Sharper, Ty Gordon, Zachary Taylor. He's going to have to start making races pretty soon, because it's not doing his chances of making races any favors. He's now 0 for 4. Seth Cole, Azora Mirmoez, Hattie Swore, Lindsey Sutton, Makara Mirmoez, Wyatt Beanstalk, Amanda Pericles. Make sure I say this right. Paige McDowell. Teresa Ann failed to make the show. Tough break for her. Lisa Gonzalez, you'll see her in tomorrow. Jessica Shell, Nick Jackson, Chloe Erickson, Q-Man, Carly Taylor, Marco Diaz, of course, will make the race because of his Champions Provisional. Albert Gerard, Scarlett Wallace, excuse me. Sam Rogers, Abigail Furling, Carmen Alejandro, DJ Curtis, Sarah Castillo, excuse me, Jacob Tutu, Ginger Fountley, Bridget Thomas, Caitlin Roy, Haley Deegan, Rosalinda Masterson, trying to make her first race, didn't happen, Jordan Culp, and then Olympia Brightly and Brianna Knight, who failed to make the show. Those two have been released from the Care Center. So that is group number 1. We're going to have group number 2 right now, as we will determine who will be the only driver. One driver will make it in to this race.
Drivers, to your car.
They're already in their cars. Official G's. And it will be Bruce Wilson on the pole. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this shit.
Drivers, start your engines!
Thank you, command person. I love your enthusiasm. Okay, so in this group, we only are looking for one driver. Tatum Wright, who's running in the Truck Series, but since she is off for trucks, trying to make her Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut. Bruce Wilson on the pole. Katsuro Mirmoez trying to make his first Buffalo Wild Wings Series start of the season. We have the 59 of Haley Wish. We have the 64, that is Amy Rogers. She is not related to Brendan Rogers. Emily Tucker, Gloria's younger sister. She will be taking part in next season's AutoZone Amateur Series and all that, so that's pretty good. Brendan Rogers, 94, trying to make the debut for Acura in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Charlie Silver in the 058. He's a driver that races in the Truck Series. Of course, trucks are off this week. Same with Emily Green. Christian Cafera makes his PCSRA return. We haven't seen him since trying to make the 500 in the Monster Energy Series. Ryan Hartnett, we haven't seen him in a while. Betty Barrett, Monster Energy Series driver. We have the 65 of Trixie Wish. Azara Amir Moez, of course, Azar failed to qualify in that race. And, of course, we'll see Aboni tomorrow. Kyle Crosley in the 083, he's a Truck Series driver. David Hiller for Triggered Motorsports in the 69. Jay Green, Truck Series driver. Bryce Blackwood, former 500 in the Monster Energy Series. Alicia Marquez. Darian Strout trying to make his Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut. Hannah Smith, Monster Energy Series driver in the 95. Nathan Bell in the 53. I should have gotten him a rookie, if you know what I mean. And Cody McGorvick trying to make his debut for Junior Motorsports. I know it's a purple banner, but that's all right. So let's get these drivers rolling. Another 30 laps on tap. Whoever wins this race will transfer into tomorrow's main event. Some of these cars that have an A, it is a 0 because they won't allow letters in the number deal for some reason. Got a car who didn't go. Oh, Betty Barrett's blown up, so that's a wave off. I want everybody to take the green flag and not blow up. There we go. All right, back to the... Make sure everybody got off the line. Yep, they did. All right. Here we go. 30 laps of racing. We're about to see who will join Marco Diaz and Kate Anderson into the main event. Here we go. Green flag back. Green flag in the air for race number 2. First attempt start, by the way, for the 88 out of Junior Motorsports. Cody McGorvick. His last time I saw him on this channel was the TMSRA Invitational. Didn't have a good run. He won. Of course, his buddy Q-Man failed to qualify again. Q-Man's like 0 for 4 trying to make the show. Azara Amirmoez on pit road in the 50 Dunkin' Donut Acura. And she's got some problems, so tough break for her. Looks like she will not make the show, so that's 2 of the 3 Acuras. Oh, that was why, because she spun. And that was not a yellow? We'll get an update and see why that... I'm going to have to see, because Cody McGorvick's back here. Let's see. I'm going to check the replay here. Yeah, so somebody ended up spinning. We're going to take a look at the quick replay here. Okay. So the 50's slowing now. We're trying to see where that smoke cloud came from. Oh, I think we found the culprit, didn't we? Yep. Nathan Bell and Cody McGorvick. Okay, so that would be why the 88's back here, because the 88's got damage. Okay, that would explain why. So that would explain why McGorvick's got damage to the left front of his HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. car 1 lap down, but did continue on, so... Yellow's out. Hannah Smith, Katsuro Mirmoez. So a bad day for the Mirmoez family got worse here in this series. See what happened to bring out the first yellow, lap number 5. And this happened coming off turn number 4. And Katsuro got turned by Emily Green, so that's male abuse. Ryan Hartnett got a piece. Ryan Hartnett's actually a former winner here in the Monster Energy Series. And Hannah Smith got collected, so the Kabata Toyota has some damage. Of course, Cody McGorvick, even though ignore it, has a purple Xfinity banner, but it's fine. So I don't care what kind of color it is on the Xfinity Series cars, because they have the black and white banners. Some are going to be black, some of them are going to be purple, so we'll just have to get used to it, if you ask me. All right, getting set for the restart. All the drivers involved have continued on. Bruce Wilson, a driver I've never heard of in this series before, trying to make his debut in the Buffalo Wild Wings series, if not in the PCSRAs. We're back to green. 59 is in second. That's Haley Wish, and she's going to go for the race lead. Haley Wish, another driver I've never heard of before. A lot of these drivers I've never heard of. I know Emily Tucker, as I said. Emily Tucker's going to also make some starts in the Truck Series, and also, like I said, will be going full-time in the AutoZone Amateur Series in 2024. So that's good news there. Checking back here. Check out the scoreboard, the scoring, the timing and scoring. Katsuro's off the pace and damage, so that's not good for Katsuro. Haley Wish there. Azara Amirmoez got back, is now on the lead lap. Emily Tucker in second. Let me make sure that's Haley Wish in the 59, so I'm not derping. Yep, I'm not derping. Okay, cool. But Emily Tucker trying to make her Buffalo Wild Wings and PCSRA debut. As I said, Emily Tucker is the sister to Monster Energy Series driver Gloria Tucker. And you will see Gloria Tucker and the other Monster Energy competitors tomorrow night, as we'll be racing under the lights cap off our Phoenix weekend. If I'm not mistaken, we might be guaranteed for 2 debuts and a driver making his return. Because right now we got one gal who will be making her Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut, one driver making his Buffalo Wild Wings Series return, and we're going to be guaranteed a driver making their Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut. So we're guaranteed 2 drivers will make their Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut, and one driver will make his Buffalo Wild Wings Series return, being Marco Diaz. Charlie Silver in the 58, driving the Pizza Hut Chevrolet. Trixie Wish in the 65, trying to get up here. 72, I don't know what team this is out of. Don't know what team the 72 is out of. I'll have to come up with a name, since it is a Toyota Supra after all. Of course, Gloria Tucker is going to be on the pit box should Emily Tucker make the race. Hopefully we won't have any issues getting this race up like we did for the Truck Series. Last thing Emily Tucker does not want to see is a yellow. Tatum Wright will try again in our next start. Cody McGorvick, I don't know how in the world he's up here trying to make the race. Of course, Cat Zero is going to be an issue. Azura is the last car on the lead lap. As the 058's on the gearbox of the Popeye Chickens Toyota. Trixie Wish, excuse me, in third, driving the Subway Toyota. Looking to see if Trixie Wish can make her debut. In fact, all of these drivers in this field have never made at a start in the Buffalo Wild Wings series, with the exception of Katsura Mirmoez, because Katsura Mirmoez raced in the Buffalo Wild Wings series. So if he would have made the race, he would have made his Buffalo Wild Wings series return. So there you go. And Emily Tucker just trying to mirror drive. But here comes the 050, I went the wrong way. The 058, that's Charlie Silver. He's a truck series driver. But don't look now, Trixie Wish trying to take advantage. Of course, Emily Tucker will be watching her sis race tomorrow. And now she falls back to third as the 058 has taken the lead. The question is, for how long? We're coming up to 5 laps to go here in the non-charter race. Number dos, Trixie Wish trying to make her debut as she's on the inside of the Pizza Hut Chevrolet. But Emily Tucker trying to not give up. Well, remember, we got lap traffic ahead. If the yellow is out, that would be the race, and Trixie Wish would make the event. Hannah Smith's about to play interference. Who would make the race and who would not? Of course, Hannah Smith not running for full-time in this series. She is a Monster Energy Series driver. And she will take part in practice later this morning, because they're trying to get ready for tomorrow's race. So Trixie Wish now in the transfer spot. Coming to 3 to go. Emily Tucker is in her fire suit, by the way. And the reason she's in her fire suit, not only she was going to watch the non-charter races, but her car is the first one. Her Sam Adams Subaru is the first car lined up in the garage area, or behind the wall, or behind the pit lane wall, getting ready for happy hour coming up, which they have another 60 minutes to dial up their cars, so they get ready for their race tomorrow. Don't know if Emily Tucker's going to have it, but remember, Katsura could play a factor. Last lap here in the non-charter race number 2. Trixie Wish. The Subway Toyota for Wish Enterprises. This is a brand new team. They're going to make their debut. Trixie Wish wins race number 2. She will transfer into her first Buffalo Wild Wings Series start. Excellent job for Trixie Wish. She will race later this afternoon and will make the main event. So Trixie Wish will join Kate Anderson and Marco Diaz. 2 rookies making their debut. 2 drivers and Marco Diaz making his Buffalo Wild Wings Series return. So the drivers who will not make the show are going to be Emily Tucker, who came up so close. We'll have to sell for a second. She'll try again next week at Auto Club. Bruce Wilson, Charlie Silver, Ryan Hartnett. Of course, Emily Tucker will watch her sister Gloria race this weekend, so there you go. Tatum Wright, Haley Wish. At least Haley's going to watch her sister in the race. And I don't know what's going on with the 87, but okay. David Heller not going to make the race. Betty Barrett, of course, she's going to be hopping into her number 99 machine to get ready for happy hour for the Monster Energy Series. Kyle Crosley failed to qualify. Alicia Marquez failed to qualify. Same for Christian Cafera, Emily Green, Amy Rogers, Brendan Rogers, Cody McGorvick, Bryce Blackwood, Darian Stout, Jay Green. So both the Green siblings, D&Q, they've had struggles in the truck series trying to make races. Nathan Bell, Azura Amirwaz, Katsura Amirwaz. Katsura will be getting ready to head over to join Betty Barrett and Hannah Smith, who also failed to qualify. Those drivers that I've mentioned, they will get ready to hop in their cars, get ready for happy hour, which is coming up in just a little bit. But for now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching non-charter racing for Buffalo Wild Wings Series. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. These are your results from race number 2. If you did not see the results from race number 1, rewind the video. You will see the results there. And up next will be the Buffalo Wild Wings Series 200 lapper, the United Rentals 200. But right now, we're going to send it down to Cody Smart and the gang for practice coming up for the Monster Energy Series. And we'll see you guys later this afternoon for the race here at Phoenix. Till then, I've been Dean Full signing off. We'll have Monster Energy practice now. For now, you've been watching a production of the PCSRA, the best in racing since 2017. So long for now at Phoenix. We'll see you this afternoon for the race.